Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Celebrate Columbus show, powered by Johnson Whitkemper Insurance. My name is Josh Burnett, and as you can see, we've got an awesome guest with us today. I'm super excited. Columbus, I know many of you already know him, but just in case you haven't got to know him, you're going to get to know him today. So, I love comedy, and I had the pleasure of listening to this guy at our Christmas party. And then I checked him out on YouTube, and we're going to talk about the special.
Oh, yeah.
But for those who might not know you, could you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
I am Jeff Bodart, world famous, and no, I'm marginally famous. I'm a comedian. I've been a comedian for coming up on 25 years, and just started in Indy at Crackers Comedy Club. Now I'm here. Just been doing cruise ships the last few years, about 4 years now.
That's awesome.
And it's great. It's a good career. It's not, it wasn't fun at first. It was fun, but if you're looking to make money at first, you're not gonna make money at first. So.
Yeah, well, I want to say this ahead of time because I want to promote it from the very beginning. Jeff has a new special, and I've watched it. It's hilarious. But for those who would like to see that, where can they find your special?
You can go on YouTube and look up Open Bar Comedy, and then Jeff Bodart, and then you'll see the special. I'm the one listed right there, like first thing on Open Bar. So it's great. It was a lot of fun. So my idea was like, I know I had some old stuff, some new stuff, but my idea was like, there's some old stuff that I don't have recorded. I've got 2 comedy albums.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff is not even on there. The old stuff, which is still old, just hasn't been recorded. But then I had some new stuff. I was like, I want to get to some of the new stuff, but I'm saving up a bunch of other stuff for another special or another album. I'm really looking forward to that too. So, it's working the ships has been very beneficial for that. There's a lot of downtime, and as you know, I draw a lot during the day.
Yes, you do.
So I draw a lot of pencil portraits, but I also just write new bits all the time. And then I have like a sort of I don't want to say team, but I got people that I go to, comics, and a couple of friends are just good with comedy. And I said, what do you think of this? Is this funny? And so, like my buddy Rich Reagans, I text Rich constantly, and he texts me back, what do you think of this? I'm like, yeah, try this. And so it's fun. I mean, you need that. You need that feedback. With any career, you just need feedback. Anytime you have new ideas, it's fun to just bounce things around on people.
So I just want to warn you, there is some adult material, which what I thought was so funny is like, first of all, it was hilarious, but also like watching other people, like they don't know how to react. and sometimes like the inappropriate stuff, like it's just hilarious. And so,
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, there's a line that I've been doing for a year or two now, and it's what's called a throwaway line. I have a lot of throwaway lines. All this stuff under my breath, those are all throwaway lines. They add to the punch, but they're not necessarily the main thing. But I do, if people are not laughing as hard as I think they should, I just like to say, what are you, Methodist?
Yeah.
Which means nothing.
Right.
It means nothing.
You're not hating on Methodists.
No, it's just funny. I just think that's a funny word.
Right.
Methodist is a funny word to me.
It is.
And then somebody said, well, the Baptists are really the ones who are real. I'm like, no, it's not about that.
Right.
It's just about the word.
Right.
I just like saying Methodist.
Funny. Yeah.
But I do like to follow it up. Well, I'm Catholic. I'm better than a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just silly stuff to me. And when I'm berating somebody in the crowd and making fun of them, I always like to say, it's fine. You deserve this. It's not a big deal. I mean, I love saying stuff like that because people aren't expecting it.
No, they're not at all.
And it's just silly, It's like when I'm on the ships, I tell somebody in the crowd, I go, why don't you go sit in the lifeboat? Why don't you just go sit in the lifeboat for a little bit?
Right.
It means nothing.
Yeah.
But it's just something silly.
I know you're going to be heading out pretty soon to go on the cruise tours that you do. Yeah. For those because our family, we love to go on cruises, and I hope that you're there when we're on the seas. But tell me about what that's like, being on a cruise ship and being a comedian there.
It's a lot of fun because, kind of depends on the cruise line, I guess. But I'm on Royal Caribbean a lot, and I'm on Princess Cruise Line a lot. And but Royal Caribbean, they're fantastic. I mean, they're both fantastic, but there's always a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
Depending on what type of ship I'm on, I could be performing 2-3 times a night in the club, or I'm doing in a week. I might do 2 shows. So depends. But there's just a lot of downtime, and It's fun because if you do like what's called a welcome aboard show,
Yeah.
you do that, which is a 20, 25-minute set, and then you do well, you're going to be remembered. And all week until your next show, people are like, oh my gosh, that's a comedian. Or you hear whispers like, oh, and it's very insulated, so you feel like a big star.
Yeah. I
'cause-
bet you do a lot of people watching though, right?
Oh my gosh, I love people watching, and I talked about this. Go to the pool. That is the best place to people watch because people on cruise ships, they wear anything to the pool. And I mean, I'm all for body positivity, but a little shame's okay. A little shame goes along. It's like garlic salt. A little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
But it's fun watching people, and I'm reminded of a story, but I don't think I can say it here. But I don't think I can. But you meet all kinds of people, and the good thing for me is if I draw all day in my room for the most part, like pencil portraits, and if I didn't do that, I would go crazy. There's just a lot of time.
Yeah.
So, and I've been working on a script, for a movie screenplay, and then I'm working on drawings and writing new material. So I stay busy. And lately, in the last, about a month or more, I've been walking a lot, which is great. Get a lot of exercise. I like that, and I like being warm. This winter,
this weather has
for the
been
birds.
terrible.
I do not like that at all.
Yeah.
So my brothers were sending me pictures of the snow accumulation. I'm like, well, what are you trying to ruin my day for?
Right. So Jeff, what do you think was your big break of being a comedian and being the big star that you are today?
That's a good question. I don't know that I've gotten a big break, but I've had little breaks that have led to other things. And so one of the things that I feel like was kind of a big break for me, which I did Bob and Tom for the first time in 2004. And I had just started comedy in 2001. And so it was, I mean, even everybody, even myself, I was like, this is early.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 3 years into comedy, I'm on, Bob and Tom, and you grow up listening to Bob and Tom.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge, especially for locals.
Yeah.
And that was a good experience, and that set me on a good, I would say, trajectory. And then 10 years later, I started writing for them. But in that time, I'd been on a couple times. But in like the 2010s, I was on a lot.
Yeah.
I was on a lot, and I'm very, very grateful for them, for Tom and giving me this opportunity, and Bob, and it's just the whole cast they're really good. They're really good to comedians. I mean, they're nice people anyway, but they also want the show to be good.
Right.
So if they feel like they're not doing well in the room, they'll try to bring the mood up, even if they don't, succeed in making them funnier. At least that makes them more comfortable, and which allows them. It's all about comfort.
Right.
I don't ever get nervous before shows unless it means something.
Mm-hmm.
Bob and Tom always meant something, so I'm always a little nervous with Bob and Tom.
Bet.
And I've auditioned for shows, and I've always been a little nervous for that. I mean, I did a show in 2013. It was called Up Next. It was by Comedy Central. It was sponsored by Comedy Central, and I was on. I won the first round. I got to like the semifinals, and then the semifinals was when this is the big dogs. This is like they brought in comics from New York and LA and San Francisco, and to this in Chicago to this particular part of the semifinals. And I was on the show with, I don't know if you know Ali Sadiq. He's got he's got a bunch of specials out, and I was on with I can't remember their name, but I feel like I did very well. I didn't win, but I learned those types of things. It's more of a casting.
Okay.
Not
for what
necessarily
they're
about
looking
who's
for.
funny.
Got it.
So even the guy from Comedy Central came up and he goes, "Hey man, I know you did really well, but it's not always about who's funniest." And I go, "Clearly, it's not about who's funniest." But but you learn in those situations, and hopefully you don't become bitter. There's a lot of bitter comics out there.
So you've been doing this for over 25 years now. Is there anything else that you haven't done that's on your list of things you want to do?
Oh yeah, I would love to do more acting. I've done some acting. I've been in a couple independent movies, and that's a muscle I would like to exercise a bit more. And I would like to be a millionaire. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's what the Lord wants. It's all about money. I know. But no, I want to just continue to get quality bookings and just continue to get better, and hopefully, those things will help me get, to the next level. I don't even know what the next level is. I guess. I mean, theaters, acting, movies. I would like to sell a screenplay. I mean, there's a lot that I still would love to do.
Yeah.
So there's just, but it's okay. I still got time.
Yeah, and you just came out with another 30-minute special,
Yeah.
and I really want people to watch this because I think when you watch it, you'll get a lot of laughs, but then also you're like, this guy's from Columbus, Indiana.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Because, I think sometimes when we have people that have done something really cool from Columbus and they go on, and sometimes we don't always like celebrate them the way that I feel like, hey, this is our guy, like let's help him reach his goals. And so I want to do that. I know that for those of you who are watching, we should celebrate Jeff and where he's been so far and where he's going. And, if he's up on a Royal Caribbean cruise and you're on one of those, or Princess, you should check him out because he is hilarious. But, Jeff, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
On a weekend you came in and just talked about your upcoming special, and it means a lot to me. And
my pleasure.
Yeah, so Celebrate Columbus, thank you for tuning in to this episode, learning about a legend here from Columbus, Indiana, Jeff Bodart. We'll see you next time.